Hello, Pile One. Welcome to your reading all about your message, your Valentine's message from the Channeled Goddess. And today for you, we have Saint Lucy. So we have the number 24. 2024 might have been significant for you in terms of meeting somebody or making a decision about what you wanted your relationship to look like. 24 could also represent an age between February and April of last year or this year could be significant or could have been significant. Lucy means light, so Lucy or Lucia might be relevant. Saint Lucy became blind. You have a big heart. And Spirit just wants to make sure that you're giving your heart to the right person. We have faith. If things are appearing dismal in your relationship, hold on to the shred of faith that tells you to keep going. And we have this candle here, so this could be a slow burn, or it's finding ways of renewing the relationship to keep the flames of passion alive. You're not seeing something clearly. Okay. I am unsure where the box went. My alarm for my Fitbit went off and it says, "Look alive." We're drawing attention to the eyes here. There's something about the image that is calling to me, and it's almost like not being afraid to speak your truth. Faith might be a big deal to you, whether it be more of an institutionalized religion, Christianity or Catholicism, Judaism, something like that, or matters more spiritual, free-spirited kind of thing. Like, your faith is your friend here. But there's also something that tells me that there are feelings of doubt. And one of the reasons that you are wanting to hold on is out of fear that you won't find anybody else. And that, my love, is simply not true. Let's get into your other cards. First, I wanted to read the passage and highlight any relevant details that could be indicative of a future lover, maybe. I think it's interesting that her feast day, the day of her death, we don't know the day of her, that she was born, is December 13th. So that's Taylor Swift's birthday. Sagittarian energy could be significant as your sun, moon, rising, or potentially Venus. If you are a rising, though, the type of individual that you're attracted to is a Gemini. So Gemini is going to be playing a big role here. Mutable energy. I know I said I need to get the the guidebook. My neurospiciness is off the charts today, but that's okay. Okay, so February 4th, which was yesterday, but maybe that's important or significant. The 24th could be a date. I know it holds true for me. The August 24th is my anniversary. She was a Christian martyr from the early 4th century, said to be from a wealthy Sicilian family. So Sicily, Italy, that might pertain or hold relevance. She decided not to marry and instead devote her life to her faith. A suitor who had his eye on her was angered at this and reported her to the Roman authorities. Just a few years later, Rome converted to Christianity, and she was ordered to be taken to a brothel. One of the many miracles she performed is that when they tried to take her away, she could not be moved. She was then ordered to be burned to death, but she would not burn. She was eventually killed by a sword strike to the neck. Patron saint of the blind, vision impairment, and those with eye problems, there are various myths about St. Lucy, or how St. Lucy lost her sight. I'm sorry. Let me read that sentence again. Patron saint of the blind, vision impairments, and those with eye problems, there are various myths about how St. Lucy lost her sight. Some reports suggest she was tortured, while others say she was blinded herself after a suitor commented on the beauty of her eyes. She has been known to help those who have problems with their physical eyes. In her life, St. Lucy was incredibly generous. I was feeling inklings of generosity. Not only, you giving to an authentic relationship, but experiencing someone else's generosity and thoughtfulness. And on deciding not to marry and give her life to her faith, she gave her dowry and all her worldly possessions to the poor. Call on St. Lucy for help with seeing clearly and also with helping others. It is time to see the world and your place in it with greater clarity. Try to look at things differently. Consider how you can help bring blessings to others and the love message, okay? Look for love and light in everyone. Make sure you have independence in your relationship and have time to focus on your own spiritual journey. October 4th and October 5th might be significant, even October 6th. Let's put her there. I'm just going to leave this for you in case you want to screenshot it. I hope you enjoyed that little snippet. I'm going to read 24 out of our oracle or our angel number book. Boop, 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 boop. The universe supports me as I manifest the divine beauty of my true life path. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think it's interesting that swords were mentioned. Your tarot card is the 10 of Swords. I don't like your perfect crime, how you laugh when you lie. You said the gun was mine. Isn't cool. No, I don't like you. This is look what you made me do. Reputation. So like rising of the Phoenix energy. This could be an ending of an era, whether it be an ending to being single. This is calling for a major renewal. I'm also seeing with these two swords pointing against each other, maybe there is a barrier in terms of being able to understand where the other is coming from, particularly in instances of conflict. You might be in full denial of the truth of the reality. I'm also seeing deception being a key theme here. This is also Sun in Gemini. Wow. Gemini season could be significant for you as well. So that would be mid-May to late June. And no, it's like late May to late June. It's like May 20 something to June 20 something. How you laugh when you lie. Someone isn't being 100% honest, and maybe they even get a little slice of satisfaction when they're able to get away with something. I'm not sure. It seems like a betrayal. 10 is also a number of completion. Yeah. The universe blesses a new venture, project, or chapter in my life. This is either taking a relationship to the next step, um, almost like a last resort before the exit phase. Maybe you gave this person a second chance in hopes that things might turn around, and it's got you feeling stuck. Okay? And there's like a lot of resentment happening, like internal resentment that is brewing from not being heard, from not feeling seen. Oh my gosh, stop. After your astrological card, we have Gemini, cross-pollinate. And the thing with Gemini is there's a curiosity, okay? Maybe words of affirmation is like serve as a love language to you. The conversation is really important, quality time, but once bees get what they need from something and it's not giving anymore, they are fiercely independent and will walk away. You might in conflict you might need to create distance if you are too emotionally heated. The bumblebee might be a sign from spirit. It's also one that is female led and calling your independence. I think it's all about releasing a forced outcome. Releasing a forced outcome. I do have this card as well, self-indulgence. Focus on yourself. We have self-worth. Do you feel worthy of genuine love? And you might not be seeing it as problematic. I also think it's wise to question other people's perceptions. Time to heal. Shadow work. Self-appreciation. Honor yourself in your journey. Dig a little deeper. I'm not saying that this is, I try not to give blanket advice, but what I will say is for a lot of my partners in the past, I really wanted it to work. I never was willingly so open to just calling it quits. In fact, I maintained contact with my exes kind of to a point. It wasn't the most healthy for me anyway. And it also gave me like false hope that they were somehow going to change, or somehow like things were going to end up again where I don't know. And so I'm it's like spirit is tapping you on the shoulder and it's like, hey, hold on. We also have this was the bottom of the card that came out. We have not today. No, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, a call, or a person. We have boundaries, and we have still angry. And I was talking about resentments, but like the power of using your voice. And if you're not being heard, then maybe it's time to question if this person is truly capable of giving you what you need in the relationship. Not today. Not today. I want to get I have some more oracle cards. I almost want to get some tea leaf. I know we've done a lot of oracle and not a lot of tarot, but we're just having fun here, okay? We're seeing where this goes. being a little bit more spontaneous. Maybe that is something that you're manifesting. Giving back to your community. You want somebody, like that's something that you value in a partner. I'm seeing maybe this is like a distance. It could be a short distance. It doesn't have to be long, but something about transportation. And like maybe you're needing to travel to them more than they travel to you. Let's see, we have rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. So maybe you are, prioritizing the sexual satisfaction part, and maybe you're good there, but there are other areas where it's not coming together. And I'm just gonna say this, there are plenty of other hares in the forest, fish in the sea. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle. We have apple. Temptation will test you with the snake. We are in the year of the snake. This is shedding, but temptation to stay. Like it's like this person came back and was like, hey, and kind of like waving the object that you said you wanted, or something, like waving in your face, like, you can have this now, but then when you come back, it's like they almost are depriving you of it all over again. Guys, this is not good. We have shark. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. I feel like, maybe this person is either in a lot of debt, or maybe they need to depend on you financially. They're taking a lot more than what you're putting down, okay? For some of you, this is a general reading. I'm getting all types of messages, but I'm just feeling like this person is taking advantage. We do have a secret admirer with the vase. So I think that maybe there's someone new, or there's the potential for someone new. Like if you put yourself out there to be seen, somebody is going to walk by and notice. Yeah. Fly. A period of ill health and depression. And like maybe this person isn't super hygienic, or their place isn't super hygienic. I'm seeing the fly, we're seeing the bee with the wings. Like I'm hearing run. I'm hearing run. Run like the wind. I don't know if this is the pile that we're going to get a couple more, just cuz I'm interested in hearing what spirit has to say. Interesting. Okay, this is the last one. We have a lot of animals coming through. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Yep. And grasshoppers leap. I feel like this person is a safe choice, maybe, or feels like it's comfortable. And I think that's why you're choosing to stay. But if this person isn't being having integrity, showing you that their words are matching their actions, my goodness, I'm getting like tongue-tied, but I'm also getting like a wave of anger. And I don't know if this anger is yours, or if it's like the loved ones, or if it's your spirit, but I'm feeling passionate and not the kind that you want to have. I did pick 4 of these, like the romance angel cards. We're going to go through them, and then I will get into some tarot, and we'll end there. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I think this opening your heart is where you fall short. There with Gemini, it's all also about communication, and so communication could be tense, could be strained. I don't know if it's in this drawer or not. Yes. I had to do this. I'm not a therapist yet, and this isn't like therapist it's just I'm showing you something, okay? I had a extra credit assignment for one of my early family therapy classes, and this was an extra credit thing, and I did it with my partner, and I printed it out and I laminated it. These are just the rules, and you can Google this and you can pull it up on Google and print it out if you want. I think it's helpful for each of you to either have a card or have one card to share and hold it. I like to pass it to the person who's speaking. But it really helps kind of invoke a certain level of presence for both of you in the conversation. And it's almost forces you to slow down, because I think too, lots of like fast moving creatures, and it's like some of you are either like flee or you freeze, or it's like you guys are both kind of going at it and it's hard to hear one another when you're thinking about what you're going to say next. We do have finances and career coming through. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, and finances definitely put a strain, especially if there's a bigger disparity between how much the people make. And I'm not saying that that's an issue all the time. I'm just saying it can be, especially if the person who isn't making as much has feelings of insecurity around their self-worth and how much they're able to bring in monetarily. I'm going to time my camera out because it is going to cut me off. Oh my gosh, I can't make this up. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And it could be you. You could be telling yourself that this is what I want, just for the sake of like making the other person feel better. And that's not sustainable. Consider the long-term ramifications of your present actions. And again, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. The right person is going to come. And I'm saying that from personal experience. I literally met the partner who I'm with in the pandemic. There was not a worse, timing was not in our favor, and somehow it was. And we were talking about it, but if the pandorama never happened, we would not have met. Our paths would not have crossed. Oh my gosh, I just realized the grasshopper, and then I have a grasshopper up here from my fairy godmother. Okay, let's get a tarot deck. I haven't used... I don't remember what this deck is called. Is it? I don't know. You see it all the time. You'll know what it is. But yeah, so I guess now that we have the general energies like Spirit, St. Lucy, I need you to come through for pile 1 here. And like what are we doing now? Like what's your advice for pile 1 in their love life? What do you have to say for pile 1 in regard to love in their current situation? Oh, okay. I'm going to show you the first 2 cards that popped out. So we do have the 7 of Swords. This is Moon and Aquarius. Betrayal, deception. This is literally someone is withholding the truth. I think this card speaks for itself, honestly, with regards to everything else, and this could be out of shame. I'm not trying to like pathologize behavior, but I think to an extent sometimes, and if you're like a people pleaser especially, you know, a lot of times we make excuses for the other person. We give them the benefit of the doubt. And unfortunately, there comes a point, it's like sometimes you have to let go. This is the moon in Aquarius too. It's adapting a detached perspective, separating the facts from the feelings, because I never like your feelings are going to be there regardless. And it's like, is this behavior justified? Is this a pattern? Like, look for patterns. We also have the Six of Swords here, but this is like telling you to go. This is a journey. Moving on, calmer waters, accepting lessons. I really think she's made herself quite clear, guys. Especially with how consistent the messaging has been. And it's not to say that this is going to be easy, but it's just to ask the question. Now, is it possible to make the relationship work? Yes. But this person has to be willing to show up and willing to do so honestly, consistently, authentically. And if they can, I'm not like, I don't want to say that it's beyond repair, but again, it's just, it's, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to, it's just like what if you could have an easier experience? Like it has, it's been 5 years. We're going on 5 years. We're approaching 4.5 technically, okay, but 4.5 or 5 in August. And it feels like we still like it. Nothing has changed. I mean, we've certainly changed, but like the level of affection and our ability to hear each other out, like that hasn't changed. I don't know. It's almost scary, to be honest, being in a really good relationship, but it's something that I have never, like, I haven't had to worry about per se. There has definitely been obstacles and challenges, but it's never been like my primary source of stress. And so, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. See? I don't know. As I was saying that, we had like 2 cards pull through. We have Virgo here. Lucky number 3. And Virgo is like the sister to Gemini because they both share Mercury as their planetary ruler. So Virgo season might actually be significant. Okay. And it says indicates news of a wedding or a new romance. Okay. Favorable Saturn, lucky number 3, denotes love and sympathy, affection, and good wishes. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get some fortunes from the cauldron. Courtesy is cumbersome to them that know it is not. Wait, courtesy is cumbersome to them that know it not. Being courteous is annoying if you've never experienced courtesy or if you've never been taught courtesy, you know? If you don't know the value of it, you're not going to be able to understand it. I don't know how relevant this is for you, but if something speaks out, your lucky numbers are 45, 46, 6, 16, 40, and 11. We have your next act of kindness will reveal a new friendship. Acts of kindness or acts of service might be a love language for you. I'm seeing like a new door, a door that is opening. Someone might hold the door open for you. And I'm going to take that my Fitbit is vibrating as confirmation. Okay. Seek pursuits that fully use your talents. Maybe you're moving for a job. Or you're just, wanting a change of scenery. And then I take it back. We'll end with some astro dice. We lost a regular sided die, but I'm going to actually use the 3 dice to get an angel number, and we'll look that up too. Two, 4, 3. The time 2:43 could be significant. Creative solutions emerge when I express my authentic self. Creative solutions emerge when I express my authentic self. I want to get the 3 signs to see what 3 astrological signs are going to be relevant for you or as your significant other. Okay, we have double Sag. I mentioned Sag in the beginning. It's interesting. It's kind of like arrows pointing towards each other. And then we do have Leo. So fire sign energy is really like popping off. Okay. So we have, I believe this is the North Node. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Suddenly I am... It's interesting. I saw somewhere in, I was looking at Pinterest, but Gemini will never leave you for someone else. They leave only for their peace, sanity, or when they can't trust you anymore. Okay. Maybe talking about your feelings is actually more difficult than it seems. Okay. North Node versus South Node. Oh no. The South Node represents past life experiences and patterns that they bring into this lifetime. It indicates talents and skills that the person has developed in previous lives and also can represent their comfort zone. Your comfort zone is Capricorn. Oh, yep. Which would put you at a Cancer rising. In the 5th house. The 5th house is all about children and fun. And I don't know, maybe I think in the past you've always been able to submerge yourself in work, like you always were taken care of in a past life, and so in this life you almost have to take care of, or like really do more work to get your needs met. And my thoughts are like everywhere right now, so I'm gonna just look it up really quick what a Capricorn South Node says on Pinterest. So this comes from Woman's Alchemy Astrology. With the South Node in Capricorn, you tend to feel the need to control everything, doing what seems socially acceptable. You may hide your feelings, and care about the status quo. Being overly goal-oriented is no longer serving you. And again, this is from Ridiculous, I don't know, but how you might be holding back yourself in this lifetime, resistance to vulnerability and sharing your feelings, reliance on external validation, and seeking approval from like authority figures, or if you see this partner as an authority figure in your life, which isn't an exactly healthy dynamic. An inclination towards rigid routines and neglecting self-care. So what my thing is I think with this fifth house, it's almost like telling you to like loosen up a little bit, but also like lean into your passions, invest in your sexuality, in your sexual preferences. Like, you know, feeling pleasure doesn't have like shouldn't be something that you have to like work harder for. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, thank you, Pile One, for being here, and I will see you in a video soon. Ciao, ciao for now. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Okay, all about what your goddess of choice wants to communicate with you about your love life. Okay, it's like she's giving you a Valentine. So for you, we have Pele with fire, request, or I'm sorry, not request, maybe request is relevant. Requesting to know more information, requesting for more time. This is striking the courage to ask for your needs to be met in this union. But we also have tradition. Tradition could reflect, someone's, they hold true their traditions. Okay, I like to read the little snippet from the book just in case you don't know much about her. It's kind of like a getting to know you portion. 31 could reflect a significant date. It could also reflect April, Aries, okay, fire sign energy. It could also represent, did I say a date first or an age first? Of either you or the someone significant. 31 in our book of angel numbers. Oopsies, didn't mean to hit the camera. When others look to me for leadership, I tap into an inner well of creativity, practicality, and inspiration. So maybe some of you are single right now, or typically like to lead, okay? You like to make the decisions. You like to have a certain level of control. Maybe for some of you, you're the oldest sibling, and sibling order does matter in the context of relationships. Pele, the Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes, fire, and lightning, is not to be reckoned with. She has remained a symbol of power, strength, protection, and respect in Hawaiian culture through many invasions, colonization, and war. It is said that to take a piece of Pele's lava rock from the island will bring bad luck, and many people around the world have been known to send their lava rocks back to Hawaii after their luck had changed. She commands the element of fire, that of both cleansing and destruction, and she demands respect from those who choose to work with her. Work with Pele when you need some serious fire magic, but remember to show your respect for her and the fire element. Her oracle message is, let your fire burn. Burn away all that no longer serves you. Rise from the ashes. In the realm of love, she says to let go, release, and cleanse whatever is holding you back in love. Watch out for and try to avoid heated discussions and arguments. Don't let your fire consume you or your relationships. This is on page 128, 129, and extends to 130. So January 28th, 29th, or 30th could be significant. I will read 128, 129, 130. This is my new fixation. I have wanted this book for so long. And thanks to my cousin-in-law, kind of. We're not married, but we've been together a long time. And so his cousin got this for me for Secret Santa. So 128, I grow by assuming personal responsibility in my relationships. So taking accountability for your actions. 129, I gracefully release any relationships that have run their course with forgiveness in my heart, forgiving others, but also releasing. And as I said, that 444 came through. My intentions begin the loving creation of a new reality is 130. I'm going to try to remember to leave them in a pinned comment so that you can take these affirmations with you. I think I read 31 already. You know what? While we're at it, I'll read 444 since it came up. Angelic intervention is assured and all will be well. Huh. Okay. So spiritual intervention. We also have the card of tension. Nar, number 54. Tension though. So bumping into each other, not clarifying, not understanding. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Flash forward and we're taking on the world together. And there's a drawer of my things at your place. You learn my secrets and you figure out why I'm guarded. You say we'll never make my parents' mistakes. In reverse, though, it seems as though they've given you some leeway. They've made some space for you. And they're trying to reassure you, but sometimes it feels like either you or them are not willing to look at your actions in a more critical view, I guess, in terms of not learning from your mistakes, and you keep repeating the same patterns. I showed this to the last group, but there's this speaker listener technique, especially because we had Pele and wanting to avoid fire, but this you can Google. I have printed and laminated mine, and I use this if my partner and I need to have discussions and I want to invoke that level of presence in the conversation, because the physical act of holding the card slows things down, but also it's speak for yourself, don't mind read, keep statements brief, don't go on and on, because you're not trying to overload your partner. It's also important that at least one of you is emotionally regulated, because the higher the emotions, it's you're not going to be able to intentionally say what you want to say because your brain is not in the right place, cortisol wise. And letting the listener paraphrase after each statement ensures that they are hearing you for what you're saying. So I like this. I like these guidelines a lot. Okay. I wanted to share something. Things could be tense though, and then, it seems like if you're willing to put in the work, it seems as though you can do so without obstructing or barricading the path forward. For some of you, it almost seems like pulling teeth to ask your partner to spend time. And it might also be because opposite schedules or long days, or maybe one of you is in poor health. Sun in Virgo is the Eight of Pentacles. I believe that's like the first decan of Virgo season. So August 23rd to September 1st. That could also be a significant time. I heard dodged a bullet, and I think it's just to say, like, really consider if this is what you want to say, because when tempers are high, you can say things and then easily regret them, and you can't take it back. You can apologize, but you can't physically hit rewind and undo that moment. My battery is going to die, so let me take care of that. As I said my battery was going to die, though, I did notice 1010. 1010, 1010. I want to see if this book has it. The past and all attachment to it must give way to what is divinely meant to be. The past and all attachment to it must give way to what divinely must be. So something, again, some of you might be trying to force something because it makes others happy. So, like, for example, having a traditional Catholic wedding if you're not Catholic, that kind of thing, like forcing yourself to stay in a relationship because deep down you don't believe in divorce, that kind of thing. Pile 2 messages. Okay, fine. Announcement with bell, the sound of bells. It's interesting because I played my sound bowl right before to kind of cleanse the energy. A bell could also like indicate like a ping on your phone, a notification. We have Quill, get back to basics. Get back to the basics. Get back to a routine that benefits the both of you. Maybe it's going to bed at an earlier time so that you can have some one-on-one conversation uninterrupted. This could also be like not watching TV before bed, like reading a chapter of a book instead or something. Not going overboard. We do have Vulture with depression and anxiety. Worry that someone is against you. Maybe you are worried about infidelity, or you're just questioning your partner's loyalty to you right now. We do have Flute. Disappointment in a friend or lover. When was the last time they did something unprovoked, like where you didn't have to say anything? Like they just knew. I'm hearing that like it's that like TikTok meme with the flute. Huh. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so we have pineapple reconciliation. Maybe you gave this person another chance. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. I'm still seeing that you're debating whether or not to hang it on the wall and just like be done. Hat, you will be playing a different role than the part that you originally signed up for. Huh, interesting. Okay, let's get some tarot cards. I didn't start with tarot last time. I'm doing it a bit out of order. But yeah. Also, can I just say she's giving Cynthia a revo? I love Cynthia. Okay. Messages. Actually, wait. No, I am going because we're painting a picture of your like current situation, and then I do use the tarot to ask like what next. So actually, I take that back. Sorry. Okay, so we have 2 sets of oracle messages. These ones, and then some romance angels. So we have hammer, putting in the work. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, like beating in the hammer, persistent, working on it. Okay, so working on things. You're trying to make it work. You're doing the work. You're both earnest. You're both hardworking people. At least one of you is. This kind of reminds me, it's like when someone like asks you to do something and then they like proceed to almost tell you how they want it done. It almost seems like that level of control where it's like this person doesn't trust you to do things on your own, and it can be really annoying because you do a lot more than they give you credit for. That instance might not be a romantic one. It could just be a happenstance that you're noticing in other personal relationships. We have ascending with the balloons. I love this so much. I'm getting up vibes where it's just like, I don't give a shit, I gotta get out of here. But transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. A bird's eye perspective, like you're rising above the tension and you're looking to see, you're seeing things from a different perspective. I'm getting it's like Christmas Carol almost. And we have photograph. Isn't that an Ed Sheeran song? Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. This is like the making new memories. The ascension is asking you to make new memories because it seems like you've been circling over the past or trying to make something from the past work when it is indeed time to kind of like let it go. Let it go. Okay, so let's see these. I'm scared. Okay. Forgiving and learning. Okay. We live and we learn. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. Okay. Someone is asking you or they're saying sorry. I don't know. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And also so like you're not stringing the other person along. And then we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I think you're preparing to meet someone new. And I think that someone new is going to be popping into your life very soon. Okay, now let's get into some tarot cards. Okay, let's see. What are we doing now? Pile 2. Oh, okay. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. And this is almost like you've had your guard up for so long. You've been putting in so much work. You're just tired. You're kind of done with it. I think you're kind of over it, because the hammer, I think for some of you it like represents, but I think if you keep going with this, I think this is eventually going to be the outcome where it's like I can't do this anymore. Knight of Swords is also coming in reverse. And it's interesting because like we have unfocused, ruthless, restless, impulsive. I think it's almost like a horse like being kept in a pasture for too long, like almost setting yourself free. I do think maybe this person is a little bit ruthless in terms of like they're gonna do what they want regardless. Let's see, like what's happening. Spirit wants you to stand up for yourself. Yeah, with the Three of Swords, I think that the ones closest to us, like the ones that we give our hearts to are the ones that like we love the most, or like the ones that we love the most often hurt us the deepest, cause the deepest wounds. This is also about heartache, but then it's like again we have and this is Saturn in Libra, so like hardships within one-on-one connections. The Mars in Leo is like an inability to express yourself, an inability to feel heard or listened to. And on the bottom of the deck too, we have the Nine of Swords, and this is like very like anxiety, like not able to sleep at night, paranoia, overthinking, almost like it's like you're scared to leave though. There's this fear that like this person is gonna follow you, or like what if this person, like, I don't know, didn't mean what they said. I don't know, something about your interpretation of how a situation is going. It like you don't trust this person, and therefore it's almost like you're creating a wall. But it's again, if you don't feel safe to express yourself, you're not going, like that's natural. Let's get some I'm pulling from the Cauldron of Fortune. Friends long absent are coming back to you, so letting your friends help you. That's really big. Could be a Leo, a Libra, or a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Oh my God, shut the front door. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. And this is Buddha. It's a quote. This is a Bachi Fortune. And then we have the only joy in the world is to begin. It is good to live because to live is to begin always, every moment, by Cesare Pavese. Pavese. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm like a bird, gonna fly away. I don't know where my home is. That song's coming through for some reason. I don't even know who sings that. Is that Nelly? It might be Nelly. I don't know. Okay. Let's get some actually, wait, Astro Dice first. Let's get the 3 signs that are going. So, whether you choose to walk away or not, it's almost like you need to walk away from this chapter. Otherwise, like, I think it's, or like you're putting too much weight on the past. Let's see. We have Aquarius and 2 Sag. I had 2 Sag last time. That's weird. Aquarius and 2 Sagittarians. Seeing the bigger picture with Sagittarius, and also with Aquarius, it's like you like someone who has their own circle of friends and an active social life. You might be also be attracted to like a humanitarian. Cancer, the moon, those are like besties. And then we have the 5th house. The 5th house again is coming through, which is weird. And that has to do with like love and relationships, and also like our like sex life, what we find fun. This could be creating new vibes within your home together, or having a party, having like a game night, um, feeling safe to express your emotions in a fun and creative way with the 8 of Pentacles. Maybe that means like sharing a hobby together or developing a hobby. Um, Making that like the theme of a date night is like art and crafts. Um, Making space in your home for art and crafts. And someone like you value that person that really appreciates your creativity. Maybe you are attracting someone who is very creative, and that could even include in the kitchen. Um, Food for thought, if you will. 5 is also indicative of change, changing homes, changing your relationship so that your emotions are yours to express freely, infusing more fun, learning about each other in a more vulnerable sense. Okay, let's get the Cancer new moon and the Cancer full moon might be significant for you as well. 245, 245 might be a significant time. 245. Let's see. My enduring connection with spirit allows me to accept change with serenity in my heart. I feel like that's an ode to like that prayer. It's like help me to accept the things that I cannot change, or grant me, what is it? It's something. I'll put it in the on the screen if I can find it. It's the serenity prayer, and it's like, oh gosh. Actually, think I have to look it up. I don't think I can wait because I don't think that I will remember. Let's see. What am I trying to do? Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Yes. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. Kind of breaking up the tension by carving space in your hearts to have conversations that matter in a way that is conducive to your, ability to emotionally regulate. Maybe forgiving someone, giving someone a second chance, or forgiving and moving on to a new relationship. And that is not to say like that's guaranteed, but anyways. So that is what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if this resonated down below by either giving it a like or letting me know. And I will see you in a video soon. Ciao, ciao for now. Hey, pile 3. Welcome to your reading, all about the goddess of your choosing and her message for you in your love life. So let's get into it. We have Green Tara with the number 27. Green Tara. Tara means star. We have protection. We have liberation, and we have enlightenment. And if you can see, there are rings around her, almost like a tree. But this could also be rings that represent circles of thought, and having you've been thinking about something over and over and over again. We also have lotus flowers on her shirt. 27 could be a date or an age of you or someone significant. We also have her on pages 113, 114, 115, and 116. So November 13th through November 16th could either be a birthday or an anniversary or other date of significance. Green Tara is a Tibetan. I'm Bodhisattva. I don't know if I'm saying that right, and if I'm not, bear with me. Please be patient. I apologize. Female Buddha and the mother of all Buddhas. Although her origins are rooted in Tibetan Buddhism, she is also known across Asia and in India as a Hindu deity. Tara has 21 emanations or aspects, but in the form of Green Tara, she is known as a protector and liberator. One of her origin stories took place in a beginningless time ago when she appeared as a princess called Wisdom Moon, who was on the path of enlightenment. A group of male monks were confronted and confused by this, as they had always been told a woman could not become enlightened. They told Tara to reincarnate as a man, as her journey would be easier. But she informed them that not only would she continue her journey to enlightenment in the body of a woman, but she would also free all sentient beings from suffering. A true feminist icon, Green Tara can be called upon for help, courage, strength, and protection as you navigate the spiritual path in your daily life. The Oracle message: continue your spiritual journey knowing you are safe and protected by Green Tara and the goddess. Keep showing up for yourself and know that your spiritual work has a greater impact on this world than you can ever imagine. The love message is: free yourself from any relationships that are not in alignment with love. Let go of trying to please others or be something that you're not. And I'll show you her other pages. I'm going to put down my microphone. Sorry. Okay. So, if you want a screenshot, I don't know why it's not focusing. It's funny because we have 27, but we have 28 as well. Chiron with the healing, and I think it's also interesting to note that we have the snakes, and 2025 is the year of the serpent, or of the snake, the wood snake, I believe. 27, 28, you could be 1 year apart, or between the years of 2027 and 2028, something enlightening is going to happen. We also have 3, the Empress. I'm a fire, and I'll keep your brittle heart warm. If your cascade ocean waves blue come. All of these people think love's for show, but I would die for you in secret. The devil's in the details, but you got a friend in me. Would it be enough if I could never give you peace? Folklore might have important messages. That song, Peace, could have significant messages, but we have Empress, that's Taurus energy as well. I'm getting love, like genuine love, from someone that wants to create like a happy home life with you. I'm gonna look up because it's 390. 390. I choose to believe in grace. Give yourself grace as you do others. And I guess, what is it? It was like 113 to 116. Those were the pages. That would be Scorpio energy as well. So those are like the signs that are initially coming through. 113, I am a creative powerhouse of inspiration who brings fresh energy to our collective. With patience and courage, I allow the practicalities and structures of my life to shift according to a higher plan. 115, I refocus my mindset toward the higher frequencies of freedom, love, and liberation. Freedom, love, and liberation. Oh my gosh, that is wild. Okay, and then 116, I gratefully receive blessings of divine alignment in matters of the heart for healing any issues to do with finance and abundance. Okay. Interesting. The Empress also brings an energy of like stability, but also receiving. Okay. Healing our internal wounds. You might, and it said finances and Taurus and Scorpio. This is the access of like personal and joint finances and resources. That is eerily coincidental. Okay. The Empress is like showing up. It talks about stability. It talks about attraction in terms of partnerships, fertility of ideas and inspiration. Some of you might be looking to start a family, and like in whatever capacity that looks like for you. But there could be some healing first that needs to be done. You might be a family-oriented person, or you might value that in other people. Let's get some, actually, let me get some tea leaf oracle cards first. Pile three. Opening your heart chakra, maybe healing from a broken heart. I'm a fire and I'll keep your brittle heart warm. Like caring so deeply for another person and protecting them from unnecessary struggle. Pile 3, a message from Pile 3's love life. We have a funnel. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned. And give yourself grace in that. Man, dealings or relationship. So some of you are in a relationship and there could be frustrations that are funneling through victory in some endeavor. And the V, I don't know why, but it gives me Aries, but also it reduces to 5, and 5 reduces to change. So changing something is going to help you win, so to speak. We do have Purse with paying attention to your finances. Maybe it's the fact that this person needs a job, and maybe they've been out of work for a period of time and it's not conducive to the relationship, like in terms of like it bringing on more stress. We do have Target, a goal-oriented person. Having a goal in mind is not a bad thing. Creating goals together. We do have Moon, changes in your life. I've been reinforcing that. Clouds, temporary problems. So again, and then wealth is coming through. So you and your partner's positions of employment, or there might be new avenues of money that you are coming into. Let's get some love and relationship cards. Maybe you're opening up a business together, or you're doing something together with your partner. I think you're both committed to each other It's just you kind of have to, like, you're learning to work together. You're learning to take turns. Get one more. Oh, two came out. I'll just take them. Okay, we do have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So not holding on to grudges. If you forgive this person, then it is conveying that you're not going to bring up the past anymore. And if you keep bringing up the past, then maybe it hints towards like larger like resentments, and that might have to be something maybe that you two explore in therapy. We do have codependency here. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. This could be like separation anxiety. This could be like this, you know, like you don't have a clear separation or like a self in which your feelings and thoughts are separated from their thoughts and feelings. We do have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of a holiday time together. And if you're not married and don't intend to be married, I want you to take that as like a vacation going away with this person. Maybe you guys are saving for a special trip. And then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So there is real love here. Oh, you guys are very like deeply affectionate too. I think maybe you've had to work through the codependency part, and some of you still might be working through the codependency part. I'm gonna get another love deck. Oops. Okay, fine. They both fell down. It feels like this is crooked. I don't know if it's me or the cards. It also doesn't help that this is like I'm working with a small-ish window. Okay, let's see what fell on the floor. We do have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. I'm not really feeling the third-party interference here, but if it speaks to you, this is a general reading, so I'm getting poker face, taking a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hands, gambling. Gambling might be something that you've had to talk about before. Maybe they've had a gambling issue and it's affected, and you've moved through that. I think you're continuing to make things fun and you're trying to see the best out of each other. I did talk about stability, and we do have the palm tree here with like this person gives you a sense of permanence. And you're able to be flexible with each other. I think that is a balance that you guys have down. Bringing more fun and spontaneity into the relationship. Maybe it's through a vacation. Oh wait, I'm gonna get some tarot cards. So let's see what is happening for this couple. What is happening in this relationship? What is happening in this union? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors. The moon. We had the moon already with changes, but this is also like secrets that someone, because we have the hand of cards, like maybe they're afraid to tell you how they really feel, even maybe in light of a certain change. The future could be unknown. And I know that's like very like stark contrast from what some of you are experiencing. It could be like up and down. Maybe their feelings they don't always let you in. And that part can be extremely frustrating. Especially if you're not having like deeper conversations, and maybe that's what this is calling towards or for. We do have Ace of Swords here. And that, again, I was talking about conversation. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not swords. It's a wand. This is new passion, a new project, taking the initiative. Sparks are flying, reigniting that passion. This is also fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Building on that too, we have, I don't know what it is. I don't like it when it's crooked, but it doesn't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We're going to have to deal. We have the Page of Wands, which is also pointing at the element of fire, shaking things up, discovering new things about each other, being able to express like your inner child, having fun again. And then we do have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And I think, again, this is like striking a balance between the work and home life. This could also talk about envy. Maybe you're jealous of a different relationship that your partner has with someone else, and it seems more intimate. And like, again, your home life might not be the most happy, and you might see them be kind of a different person in a different environment. This could also talk about stressors that are coming from, financial strains. This is someone who is like closed-minded and very traditional and very like, I want to be able to control, and if I can't control, then like I'm scared to let go. And this is kind of giving this not showing your hand, not being 100% transparent. And that might be something that you have to like put your guard up. Hold on. I want to clarify this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you're only with this person for what they can give you, but at the end of the day, you didn't really get what you wanted. And you thought that maybe you thought they were giving under different circumstances. We do have Temperance. So there is going to be a successful conclusion. There is going to be something that happens, on the positive, but it requires work. It requires this alchemy of like striking the balance between, especially if you're like working from home. I think that can be, and 14 reduces to 5. 5 again indicates change, but we do have, unfavorable Pluto indicates misunderstandings with relatives or personal friends. I would also argue to say misunderstandings with each other if you're not being 100% honest. And 4 is indicative of like stability. And so in order to have stability, you need to be on the same like playing field. It almost seems like it's like sometimes like in high conflict situations, you use like secrets or knowledge as like leverage. This is for some of you. If it doesn't apply, don't take it. I'm seeing the Two of Wands here. It's like you needing to make a choice. It reads good news, recovery from, it says an illness, but I would also argue like recovery from a rough patch. We have the Ace of Wands, and so like the Two of Wands is like taking that passion and actually putting it forward, not just like letting it fizzle out. And it does say money and good luck. So maybe there is hope in the future for the both of you. We do also have as our last card, like the Hanged One in reverse. This is kind of coming out of a period of stagnancy. Okay. Now it does say useless sacrifice and false friendships. So just be careful with who your friends are. Be careful with who you trust. Be careful with what you say and divulge. But also with useless sacrifice, like this is like being a martyr, but like using that martyrdom to make the other person feel guilty. If that's you, cut it out. But if you're experiencing that, that's a whole different issue. And I don't like that at all. So just, that could be what's happening. And if you're seeing it and it's like a repeated pattern, that might be something that you feel might need to be addressed in like therapy or just in conversation if you guys are capable of having conversations. But it is like a sign of like wanting to please the other person, and that's what Green Tarot warns us against, is like acting like being something that we're not to make the other person happy, because at the end of the day it's gonna blow up in our face. Okay, I'm gonna get some fortunes from the cauldron of fortune. One fell out and it says, I can express no kinder sign of love than this kind kiss, by William Shakespeare. Does anybody find that annoying when like they're like fighting and then all of a sudden they kiss, like almost to like shut the person up? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's what it gave me, but I get where he was going with it. Okay, hold on 2 seconds. It almost seems like you guys are like at odds or like kind of confused as to where you're going or where you like where exactly you want this relationship to go, or maybe you know where you want it to go, you're just not sure if you're going to be able to get there with this person. And this person, there might be like growth and stuff that they need to do on their part, and maybe there needs to be some growth that you need to do on your part, or maybe it's like when you notice that you're growing, it feels like the other person is taking steps back. We have, you will have good luck and overcome many hardships. It said father on there, so maybe a father wound is, I guess, imposing on the relationship, like on a subconscious, subliminal levels. Then I would look into that. We have seek pursuits that fully use your talents. Maybe not playing to your strengths, like, so play to them. You're not maybe you're not giving your 100% though. Friends log and absent are coming back to you. This came up for another pile, but like letting your friends in to help you. I want to get some astrological signs. Astrological dice, where is it? Okay, there it is. I'm going to also get an angel number with our dice. This person is holding you back in some capacity. And while you're able to have fun with this other person, maybe physical intimacy is really good. Other times it feels like you don't know how long this shade is going to last. That's for some of you. It's not for everyone. But for some of you, it's like you guys have been able to like heal within your relationship and almost bring the best out of each other. 144. That number came up for me earlier in your pile, and I don't know why, but I didn't like look into this number book further. But now we're going to, so give me a second. With each step I take, my divine path becomes clearer. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, do I have? Oh, there they are. Okay. We're going to get the 3 astrological signs that could be relevant. Either you or someone else's sun, moon, or rising. We have Aries, we have Leo, and then we have Capricorn. Aries, Leo, Capricorn. And then let's get the astro dice. I heard a honk. Pisces, Venus. Oh, Pisces and Venus, like, we love deeply. I'm not a Pisces, Venus, but, and then we have in the 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. So like love runs deep. spiritual forces are at play in your love life. There's this sense, though, of wanting to hold on to what, like, the ideal person is in their head, but it's like almost like this really big disparity between the idealized version of someone versus who they actually are. And I guess, like, are you okay with them not being that person? Because if you're not, then, like, you can't force somebody to change. Maybe your love and relationships, or the relationships you have had, have, like, paved the way for larger spiritual lessons. Pisces and Venus, it's like a spiritual love almost, like the belief in soulmates. And it's funny because we had Venus with the Empress coming through. I'm looking up Venus and Pisces because off the top of my head, I'm blinking. Extremely idealistic in love, hopeless romantic, wants to be swept off their feet, highly emotional and sensitive, easily deceived and let down, willing to sacrifice for love. And that can come to a detriment, though. Mystically beautiful with large twinkling eyes, attracted to fragility and sweet feminine energy, unconditionally loving, which I don't necessarily buy into, but I get where they're coming from. Tenderly affectionate, turned off by crudeness and frigidity, and ideal partner has at least sun, moon, and or ascendant in a water sign. Words of affirmation for, I'm just going to show you because, oopsies. I like to look at the love languages. I don't know if you guys can read that. We had Chiron too, with almost like this rising from the ashes, and maybe you've spiritually outgrown this union for some of you. For others of you, it's given you a sense of spiritual strength, and you guys have grown stronger together in your faith in a larger deity, or faith within yourself, within like the relationship, to make it work, to transcend the obstacles. Let me know if it resonates, and I will see you in a reading soon. Toodles! Ciao, ciao for now.